Hey, welcome back to Dan's Miscellaneous Ramblings, episode 107. Apologies to anyone on the Discord who might have wanted to listen to the live show, seen the notification, and then nothing happened. I could make up some sort of elaborate lie, but honestly, I laid down in my bed after sending the notification out, and then I did nothing. It's just been one of those kinds of days, I guess. So, today I wanted to have the checker episode because I'm wearing a checker print shirt thing, and I think it's gonna be another one of those episodes. And I honestly think it looks really amazing, and a lot of other people do too. So I figured, why not make an episode on checkers? First of all, what is checkers? Checkers is a board game played on an 8x8 board. All right. And that's what there's like 64 squares total, 8x8. And the squares alternate black and white color. So if you look directly to the north of one, like if you have just some sort of random coin in the middle of a chessboard, you can move, and let's just say it's on a white space, moving forward, backward, to the left, or to the right will all move to a black space. That's how it's laid out. If you didn't know how to play checkers, I guess. And jeez. Basically, checkers is played with 12 little coins, basically. Generally, there's lots of different ways you can play checkers, But, coin... Oh, jeez. Coin or token-like pieces usually is what you use. They are all laid out in the first 3 rows, but all on the same color. So you just choose with your opponent, do you want them all to be on the white squares or all to be on the black squares, and you all use the first 3 rows of your side and fill one of the colors up, making sure that you put the same color on both of them. Then, from there, you take turns. Usually white goes first, moving diagonally so that you stay on that color square. You'll only use the squares of the color you started on. So if you started on a black square, then you got to be on black squares the entire game, which is different from a lot of other board games. So you chill on these, and you move your piece one spot forward and to the left or forward and to the right. Those are your only options from any piece. Then you can't jump on top of another piece that's like yours. You'll block yourself. However, there is a pretty cool thing where if you can jump into a square and there's an enemy there, you can jump over it instead, unless there's a piece blocking that square. And then, if you do that, you also take their piece off the board, which I think is pretty cool. It's something I support greatly. You can even jump things multiple times in a row. So if you can make a chain of like 4 jumps, you might be able to reach the end and knock out 4 of their pieces with one shot, which is very rare, but also very cool. Then, when your piece reaches the end, it becomes a king piece, which means usually you either flip a coin over or you stack a second token on top of it or something to that nature. I've seen it played a lot of ways. And basically the only difference is they can go backwards. So once your piece reaches the end, it can go backwards or forwards, just any direction it wants as long as it stays on that diagonal. That's where it starts getting really deadly. Because now, your chain jumps can include going down and up, which is, again, pretty cool. There's a variant rule in checkers. Some people play checkers force jump, where if you could possibly jump something, you have to. Some people play non-force jump, which is a bit more for casuals, where if you have the opportunity to jump a piece, you do not have to. I like them both. I'm more of a chess guy myself. Jeez. Why am I so tired? Jeez. It's been a really, really long day, guys. Like, I had some really, really cool things happen, but it's been so, so long. And I'm not even done after this. Gotta do my homework. I just want to sleep. Ugh. This is the quality podcasting you signed on for. After this, I gotta go take some pills, so don't let me forget, okay? Actually, just one single pill, but still. Frankly, I need to regather my thoughts, so I'm gonna play some music. I'm gonna play what? This looks cool. It's loading. Still loading. It'll be there in a moment. Any minute now. All right, while we wait for that to load, I hope you're all having a really wonderful day. I need to just think about what I'm trying to say here with checkers. I don't even know why I really made a checker episode. Okay, it's not loading. Oh, there we go. Wait, no, that's not it. I'm trying to do this. I'll turn it on to high. Oh, wow. I can turn it on to high volume? Oh, yes, I can. All right, it looks like this song doesn't want to load. So I'll choose a different song. How about that? Look at that. All right, now. Okay, frankly, that was kind of a failure. I forgot that song wasn't very good. Having said that, I am now regrouped, totally ready to tell you all of the cool things about checkers. If I search up checkers variations, Canadian checkers? What the? Okay. Naming invented variants. Okay. Blue and gray. On a 9x9 board, each side has 17 guard pieces that can move and jump in any direction to escort a captain piece, which races to the bottom to win. What? Cheskers? Everyone has a bishop and a camel, which jumps with coordinates 3-1 to stay on black's. So it's like a knight, but it goes 3 spaces up and 1 to the right, or 3 spaces over and 1 up. And men reaching the back rank promote to a bishop, camel, or king. Yeah. The camel piece is actually like I've heard about that because I used to play Chesscraft. Actually, no, I still play Chesscraft, which is a game where you can make your own chess pieces. And I think that that's honestly pretty cool. So it's really interesting to see that some of these are actual pieces. Damath, there's a variant utilizing math principles that's popular in the Philippines. I'm not messing with that. Damio, a variant played in an 8x8 board that utilizes all 64 squares and has diagonal and orthogonal movement. There's a sliding move. What? That's Hexdame, a literal adaptation of international draughts to a hexagonal game. What did these things mean? Okay. I don't know what most of these things are. Let's see. Tiers, a complex variant which allows people to upgrade pieces beyond kings. I'm so glad that I played normal checkers. I mean, to be fair, I'm the same guy who will play 5D chess, which I don't remember if I've talked about 5D chess on this podcast before, so I'm just going to talk about it right now. 5D chess, or fifth dimensional chess, as it's sometimes called, has multiverse time travel in that it's chess. And this is a game you can buy on Steam for like $5 or $10, I think. Maybe it's 12. I don't remember. Whatever it was pretty reasonable. And it's chess, but you can move your pieces into the past and also the future. Moving things into the past will actually create alternate timelines which branch off, where you can then win the game there. You can win the game in any timeline to win. And you can set things in check across timelines as well. So let's take the rook. The rook is probably the simplest movement. You know how rooks move? They go in any amount of spaces, forwards or backwards, or left and right. They're the little tower castle-y looking piece, if you don't know. But the thing is, when they're moving through time, they move in the same direction, in a straight line. So you can move back in time as many spaces as you want, as long as it stays on the same physical square, creating an alternate timeline where then that timeline has an extra rook, and the old timeline has one fewer rooks, because you just sent it back in time. Oh boy, there's a lot. There's a lot that comes from that. One time I was playing with Leland Jones, actually, who I've featured on this podcast many times before. And he put me into check 6 times in the same move. But the thing is, it wasn't in the same move, because 3 of them were coming from the past, 2 of them were coming from the present, and one of the check was actually coming from the future. God, that game hurts my head so much. You're not supposed to be put in check in the future, much less 3 times in the past and 2 in the present, across 3 alternate timelines. I'm so tired. God, I'm so tired of just all of that. But it's okay, because I'm talking about checkers, and that's not... What if there were 5th dimensional checkers that you could... I don't know how the checkers would really move to... So, that's probably a dumb idea. Oh well. I played checkers quite a few times with different members of my family. I need to actually play it again. I haven't played checkers in a long while. I'm, as I said, more of a chess guy. So, hey, that's just how it is. Hey, because, honestly, this episode is just kind of a mess, I'm just going to start talking about... I got some D&D minis for Easter, which I think is really, really cool. I got this little 4-pack thing. And I got this Earth Elemental, who's this big bloke. He looks like he wants to give you a hug, but also wants to punch you. It's kind of great. He looks like he yells a lot. I got this giant wolf spider, which is... I mean, the size of maybe a normal wolf... a little bit bigger than a normal wolf spider in real life. In the game, it's like 10 feet big or something like that, or 8 feet. I don't know how big it is. But I put it down on a table, and I said, Mom, there's a spider. And she looks over, and the spider's in this leaping position, and she screamed. It was pretty funny. I don't like to make my mom yell like that, but that one was pretty funny. And then I have this Goliath dude. He's this really big bloke who's like from the mountains or something. He's got a sword and some big armor, so he's cool. And then I got what's called a kobold scale sorcerer, which a kobold is like a little tiny dragon man, but like dumb and can't breathe fire, unlike the big dragon men called Dragonborn. Or women or NBs or whatever. I'm gender inclusive here. But kobolds, this is a scale sorcerer, which means that has magic, and there's a little bit ball of fire, and I think that's kind of what we should all aspire to have. So as I said before, I'm wearing a checkerboard shirt. I got it from Savers, which is a thrift store. And God, I love Savers so much. I'm going to actually wear this tape measure suspenders I talked about tomorrow. So get ready. I mean, you're not going to see it because, this is a podcast. But hey, that's just how it be, I guess. Looking at the Wikipedia page for checkers is kind of scary. But, that's just how it be. What the flying kings men could capture? I don't know what these things mean. Like I thought that checkers was just... I thought it was simple. Turns out checkers is not something to be trifled with. Okay, Canadian checkers is the thing, and they use a 12 by 12 board. What is this? Playing time. Casual games usually last 3 to 10 minutes. Tournament games last from about 60 minutes to 3 hours or more. Oh, what? Oh my. That's... wow. Fun fact, technically the pieces are called men until they get turned into kings. So that's kind of neat. All right, that's about all the time I have for this episode. So let me go and say the song that's been on my mind all episode. And it's actually Achilles Come Down by this place called Gang of Youths. I have not heard Achilles Gone Down before last night, which apparently a lot of people have heard it, so I don't really know what I was up to. But hey, that's okay. So that's going to do it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Apologies for this episode was kind of a mess. And goodbye.